Frantic single-parent pools her two-room level for £2.50 tickets. A frantic single parent is giving away her two-room level for just £2.50 a ticket to make a new beginning, and more space for her two little youngsters. Single parent Wendy Grace, 31, a record administrator for an innovation firm, is selling her the two-room level in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, where she lives with her two kids Imogen, 8, and Lenny, 5, who share a bedroom. While house pools have become a well-known path for proprietors to make a benefit to finance another way of life, Wendy is urgent to be nearer to family uphold and to have more space for her children. After battling to sell the level in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, Wendy chose to wager her 680 square foot level so she can get her fantasy three-room home with a nursery for her kids to play in. They have at present sold around 43,000 tickets, however need to sell a further 47,000 by 9 p.m. on Saturday. In any case, Wendy will be not able to move house. Lawful charges and a time of administration expenses are likewise covered as a component of the prize. On the off chance that Wendy can't sell 90,000 tickets, totaling £225,000, the victor will get a £75,000 monetary reward, while Wendy will keep her current home. The single parent, who isolated from her significant other 4.5 years prior, conceded she feels caught and claustrophobic in her level and needs a new beginning, since it was her military home. Wendy told FEMAIL, "This spot has truly caused significant damage in this last year. It's been outrageously troublesome, actually quite stressful. I felt caught, that is the word to sum up it. I felt truly caught, by lockdown as well as by being in a property I would prefer not to be in. Feeling like we are claustrophobic. And it's a new beginning. This is the conjugal home I purchased with my ex 6 years prior, so there's such a huge amount to it. It's a particularly required move." The two-room level was esteemed at £180,000 in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, yet had recently been esteemed at £210,000 per year prior. The property is an ideal alternative for first-time purchasers, flaunting a huge kitchen space with popular implicit cream cupboards. An open-plan parlor territory is additionally a liberal size with enormous swinging doors which let in a lot of common light. The extensive 680 square foot level additionally includes 2 washrooms comprising of 2 latrines, 2 shower offices and 1 sumptuous bath. The level has 2 liberally measured rooms. The primary room is roomy enough for a 2-fold bed, while the subsequent room is a sizable single room, or could similarly work as an examination territory. Wendy conceded that it has been testing being a solitary parent in the midst of the pandemic as she has been shuffling telecommuting with self-teaching her 2 youngsters. She said that it would have a tremendous effect not to live an hour from her twin D, and she intends to search for a property around a short ways from her sister in Oxfordshire so she can get additional help. She continued, "I can't articulate how hard being a solitary parent is in the awesome occasions, and the most recent year, it has been unimaginably hard. Simply having somebody close by that can assist me with getting the children in the event that you realize I need to have my work responsibility. Just to have the option to share that heat. Just to have somebody to help in the nights, to proceed to eat with someone. My help bubble is almost an hour away. In the event that I move, I am attempting to move 15 minutes away so I can simply have that bubble and that simple support. Somebody who can go to the shops. I've been in detachment before where it's not difficult to get somebody to proceed to get something from the shops for me, such things. It's genuinely extraordinary, for us it would be." Wendy is living in the 2-room property with her 2 kids, who at present offer a room, and the mother said they have grown out of the home while every one of them 3 have been working and concentrating in one room. She chose to attempt to wager her home subsequent to battling to sell the home during the COVID-19 pandemic, clarifying that numerous first-time purchasers who were keen on the level couldn't get contracts affirmed. Wendy said she expected to get the full property estimation in a deal because of moving house on a solitary compensation, however attempted to do as such in the current COVID economy. She clarified, "We have grown out of the space totally, we've been self-teaching, working all day, everything across the board living space, and it's truly negatively affected us now, so totally urgent to proceed onward to another property, and it's been truly difficult work, ridiculously hard work. So a wager appeared as though, How about we give this a go in light of the fact that it appears to be a shared benefit? Somebody will win it contract-free, interestingly purchasers who haven't had the option to get it, yet we at that point will proceed onward to the 3-bed that we need. I'm likewise as of now without loved ones straightforwardly close to me, so I'm attempting to draw nearer to my encouraging group of people too in light of the fact that it's been an intense year, and it's continuous. Wendy said her child Lenny's school bubbles comprise of 120 to 150 understudies, and she has had different events when he has needed to get back to self-teaching because of one understudy contracting COVID, which means she needs to shuffle caring for him with her work. The mother said her fantasy is to get a 3-room house with a nursery so Lenny and Imogen can play, unreservedly, outside, without her going for them on a stroll for natural air. She proceeded. The fantasy is a 3-bed house with a nursery. I continue imagining myself in the kitchen, watching out at the nursery, doing the cleaning up, the most commonplace undertakings. However, for me it's simply a basic dream. Just to see the children playing in the nursery, they are outdoorsy kids, so to see them working out there while I'm breaking on with what I need to do. Right now, we are perfect on top of one another constantly, and they are such outdoorsy children, and I can't allow them just to play openly outside. I need to go outside with them, lock up the house, go out, take a walk, return again. Simply that would have such an effect to them and to me. Explaining the troubles about selling her home as a single parent, Wendy said that she needs to keep her work going just as taking care of her youngsters to be taken, truly, by contract moneylenders. She added, trying to make all the difference for a task so I can be viewed appropriately by contract lenders. It's a gigantic shuffle to proceed onward as a solitary individual as to be treated appropriately. You need to work. There's such a great amount to it, and you must have sufficient store behind you. Indeed, it's been truly tricky. Wendy conceded that the information that somebody will win either her home or a £75,000 monetary reward subsequent to spending only £2.50 on a ticket assisted with driving her to put her home up for wager. She said, somebody will win £75,000 for a £2.50 ticket, which is stunning truly, and that is totally driving me to realize that. Clearly the fantasy is to proceed onward. We are frantic to proceed onward and incredibly need this to work. However, I realize that everything will have been advantageous in that somebody will win a monstrous prize whatever happens. Heaps of individuals have connected and said, this is extraordinary. This last year has been so difficult for me. I've lost my employment. My landowner is going to sell my home. I don't have the foggiest idea where we will go. It's so upsetting. Created by 00 Breaking News. Daily breaking and more news. Please subscribe. See you in a better world.